Welcome to Hunting Season, the show where me and Sparg and a special guest each week watch every single new anime or new season of anime that comes out winter 2018.
Every single one.
Every single one, including the original net animations. I'm
Except
Ezzy,
Devilman, because Devilman sucks.
Shut the fuck up, Sparg. I'm Ezzy, and I'm your resident rowdy boy, and this is my friend Sparg.
Hey, I'm Sparg, and I'm out of water everywhere.
And joining us on this week's episode, if this isn't even gonna be a weekly show, but joining us on this episode, we have our special guest, Jake.
Now, here's the thing about Jake. We every Friday we go on an orphan hunt where we drive around the car looking for orphans, and we throw candy to the orphans. Except every third piece of candy is actually a rock, and that's how first we saw Jake. Do you remember, Ezzy?
Yes.
Okay.
That was. I do remember hitting Jake with a rock.
Yeah.
Memories.
Yeah, and now he's here. Say hi, Jake.
Hi, everybody.
Anyway,
We just took him off the street, and he's here now.
yeah.
Yeah, I just live in the basement, watching anime at all times.
Yeah, we just give him crackers and like ramen and he
And
lives there.
Crunchyroll.
And Crunchyroll. Anyway, the first show of the season,
Not even premium Crunchyroll.
the way we're gonna be doing this is we're gonna be watching 3 episodes per podcast, and we're doing this alphabetically. So we have a nice random mix. And we're gonna start with 25 Sai no Joshikousei, which is based off a web manga. It is an ecchi romance school anime about apparently an earnest, good-natured 25-year-old woman whose cousin refuses to go to high school, so she goes in place of her cousin. And then her history teacher is her old classmate who finds out her secrets. And this sounds incredibly dumb, but also I love it.
I mean, how good-natured can she be? She's enabling a hikikomori. Fuck!
Sparg, we're hikikomori fucks.
I live the house, okay? I go shopping!
To be honest, I've never heard the term hikikimori.
It's basically a shut-in with like
Oh, well, why didn't you just say that?
with implications that you're also an otaku or something.
I mean, it certainly has the implication that you're an otaku if you say it.
But yeah, we're gonna be watching the first episode of 25 Sai no Joshikousei, which is terrible on my stutter, and we're gonna come back shortly to tell you what we thought about it.
I'm gonna tell you how bad it is.
Okay, so that was
It
an
was
anime.
porn!
It was porn.
I'm glad the title explicitly says she's 25, because otherwise I'd be going to jail.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
That was one of the best times I've had in the past 2 weeks, but not because it's good.
Yeah. He, like,
It fades to black, and you think, like, maybe they won't do it. And then they do it.
yeah, main character Kanye West literally rapes the girl in the first 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, the main character.
What a hero.
The main character's name is pronounced Kanye, which was a source of great amusement.
Kanye-kun.
It wasn't even good porn.
We were like, oh, this isn't gonna turn into straight up porn. It's just gonna be ecchi. Not, it's porn.
I mean, to be fair,
Okay,
like
to explain to the viewers who didn't see the process of us trying to actually find the episode, because Kiss Anime did not want anything to do with it.
not that we use Kiss Anime.
No, pirating is bad. But basically, as a reminder, we're Portuguese. Jake isn't, but we're Portuguese. And we found a Brazilian version of the first episode. And there was a warning. And what was the warning?
It went something like, now, the Japanese don't say this is porn, but we beg to differ. So, when you're watching this, make sure you're over 18 and lock the door to your bedroom. I'm paraphrasing, but yeah.
Jake,
but to be fair,
Jake,
listen.
Yes.
Listen, to be fair, if I'm not mistaken, from what I remember, it's not porn as long as you don't show genitalia. And I don't think breasts count, which is surprisingly forward. But it was definitely porn.
It was porn. It wasn't even softcore porn.
Yeah,
it wasn't even good.
I did not want to watch that, but I watched it with my two best, totally straight friends. We're all straight here. There's nothing wrong with watching.
Okay, guys. Time to rate this show. I'm going to appeal to the anime crowd out here. I give this 1 Hokage out of 5.
I'm going to give this. I think I'm gonna give this like 4 inches out of 12.
I'm gonna give this 4 tingle bitties out of 5 because I laughed so fucking hard at how bad it is.
1 out of 10 for serious content, but 5
we're not
out of 5.
actually rating this seriously, right?
No,
of course not.
We're not rating this seriously.
My rating is it's not even good as porn.
It's not. If you guys want porn, just go to Hentai Haven, please.
Okay.
How do you know that from the top of your head?
What do you mean? You have to remember the titles, or else you'd have to bookmark them.
Plus, but the actual reason why I remember it is because it has an amazing tagline for the category section, which is Hentai Haven, pick your poison, which I love.
Okay, let's move on so this isn't just us railing on a really bad show for like, it's been 4 minutes already of us just railing on this shit.
I just don't understand who it's for. I honestly don't.
I mean, I assume it's for fans of the original web manga?
Here's the thing. The anime industry is on such a path of cranking out everything they can to try and make money that there's a lot of anime that are
They'll make anything.
They'll make anything. Just not, a good version of Berserk.
Yeah, they'll make anything so long as it has titties or is of the isekai genre, is what I'm getting.
Don't get me started on isekai. We'll stay here the entire day.
Yes,
I'm sure we'll have to watch some of them.
Yeah, we're gonna watch the first episode of the second season of Overlord. And listen, I've read 8 volumes of Overlord, trying to figure out if there's something worthwhile in it. There's.
Okay, next thing we're watching is called Basilisk, Ouka Ninpouchou, which is a manga adaptation and is it's apparently a sequel to something. We're not gonna know what's going on.
Hey!
What are you expecting from this, Sparg or Jake?
Well, it had the word Basilisk in it, so I'm going to stroke my chin for a second and say this is a Monster Girls thing.
For the record, Jake isn't looking at the listings, so he doesn't know that this is an action drama historical martial arts seinen show.
Yeah, Jake is still in the basement. We're not actually letting him out.
Yeah, they just lowered a microphone down here.
Man, I don't know. I think it's gonna be not great.
It doesn't have a great rating, but it doesn't look bad.
You're literally looking at the poster, the thing that's supposed to make you want to watch it.
It doesn't look awful.
Okay,
we're gonna watch the episode now.
I'm so excited to find out about this show. I mean, it's already subverted my expectations. I was like, oh, it just sounds like some monster titties.
Yeah,
it's
Jake
actually
is
a historical seinen.
For monster titties.
We just watched the first episode of Basilisk, and here's my first thought on it. It was trying really hard to be pretty, and it failed.
There are a lot of really questionable directorial choices. The picture-in-picture stuff, like, it's already a bad choice, and then they take it worse and have picture-in-picture, but the back picture, like the big one that is superimposed on top of, is a still image and not a well-drawn one.
Yeah, not to mention the scenes that are entirely replaced with still pictures.
There was a scene where that kid with the gun was flying backwards, and the kid flying backwards, it was literally like 3 layers and no actual animation besides just moving the picture of the kid backwards in some parallax.
Yeah, and I like to say because they obviously used most of their effort into certain scenes, but they didn't really. Not only did they not leave that much of an impression, the scenes where they spent little effort weren't original, and the entire episode was boring.
Yeah, it was just like exposition,
we're sorry
ninjas
for,
fighting.
like, if there's any fans of the original Basilisk here, which there won't be because only like 4 people are gonna watch this, but we're sorry, but that was really boring.
Yeah, like I feel even if this is made for fans of the original Basilisk, which we're not sure is even made into anime, like this did a really bad job hooking people in.
I feel even if you do know the story, like I imagine you probably aren't enjoying all this exposition. You know, you're just like, well, if you enjoy this and you already know the plot, this exposition's useless to you. If you don't, it's really fucking boring.
Anyway, this episode is dedicated to a guy that was shot in the neck, who is fucking.
We assume he died because we never saw him again.
That was a lot of blood.
Our next show is Beatless, which is an action sci-fi drama that's adapted, unfortunately, from a light novel. And I want to say it looks good, but I think the poster is like really stylish. The story sounds like generic enough, but
I'm looking at the poster and I'm thinking, hey Mike, you know
by
this?
the way, Jake, here's the seasonal anime list, and you can sort it alphabetically, so you actually know what we're talking about.
Yeah,
while
that's
we're
not a
talking.
bad idea. I kind of did like the system we were doing, but that's probably a good idea.
Here's what we think. Here's how Beatless was born. Hey Mike. Yeah, Steve. Well, what's with all these, thick ass android ladies? Oh, you mean near Automato? Yeah, yeah. What's up with that? I don't know. Well, let's write a light novel with some anime girls and put her in an outfit that shows her crotch and butt. That sounds great, Steve.
The outfit is
I
pretty
might.
bad, but I appreciate the background design and the nice clean logo. But that might
Yeah, yeah. Good. Wow.
That
I
might-
liked.
that might
like
just
the
be
background.
because it reminds me of Recreators, which was my favorite anime of last season.
Oh yeah,
It's a great stage, but then like two dipshits walked onto it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just watch this possible. And keep in mind the ratings, even though I don't entirely trust my anime list ratings, but it's rated slightly higher than Basilisk. So I
Hey,
don't
this
have
guy's
my
giving it a
hopes
9 out
up.
of 10 on art, so I'm excited.
Yeah, let's. Everyone up for watching this now?
Fuck yeah.
So first of all, I have a confession to make. I know this is probably light novel trash. I know it's probably gonna get even trashier, but I love this.
To be fair,
I legitimately love this. This is my aesthetic, and I'm gonna keep watching it.
it wasn't bad. The first episode wasn't bad.
It was a bit cliched, but like as far as light novels go, this is probably one of the better light novels.
Yeah, it failed to hold my interest. I think Ezzy has a lot of interest in it because of the aesthetic, but like personally, I'd have to get into it.
I really
because
like
of some
robots, guys.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Like for me, it's have to have like an interesting hook or make me interested about the world, and it does neither. But if the aesthetic speaks to you, that's perfectly reasonable. I'd probably be gushing about like similarly average isekai show.
I think.
Go on.
I mean, I probably would have clicked off of it like about 3 minutes in, but having watched it to the end, I can say it does get a little bit better.
Yeah,
it's about robots, and it has like robot gore, which is something I'm into for some reason. And it's just, I don't like the designs of the girl robots that much. I like the design of the main girl robots, and I like that she's in normal clothes at the next episode preview.
Yeah, she looks way better in the normal clothes than the trashy light novel clothes.
I hope she doesn't later on get like a magical girl transformation.
Because the ending featured the sisters so much, I'm hoping it's gonna be a 3-character trio driven show, and not just a girl in the not just a boy in the girl robot.
The description disagrees with you, but like you're gonna watch this,
I'm gonna watch this.
And like if the sister becomes a main character, I'll probably also watch her. And if the guy bangs his sister, I'll probably also watch it.
We're trashy people.
If you watch this anime past the first episode, you should probably be in jail.
Probably.
Hey there, I'm Ezzy, which you should probably tell from my stupid dumb voice and the stupid dumb shades. And I just wanted to make a quick note that I was going to bring up in the episode itself, but I didn't because I got sidetracked by, everything else. But there's this webtoon called Nano List on the Webtoons website, the English version. And it also has a bunch of translations, and if you can read original Korean, even better. And I was just gonna say that Nano List is like a really good, really strong webtoon that I like a lot, and it's one of my favorites to keep up with on the Webtoons app site, I guess. So if you like Beatless and you're like thinking of watching it, or you watched the first episode and you were into the aesthetic, but you know it's gonna be like light novel trash, you should give Nano List a try. I'll put a link in the description. I'm not being paid to say this or anything. I just really like this webtoon, and I think webtoons need more readership, especially in the West. So that's all. Peace out. I will now return to your actual video. Anyway, this was it for this episode of hunting season.
Yeah.
Next week we're gonna be taking a look at some shows that actually look pretty good. We're gonna look at the new Cardcaptor Sakura, which I'm really excited about because.
Oh fuck yeah!
Did you watch Cardcaptor Sakura as a kid?
The original one?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah!
I didn't, but I've heard of it.
Like,
it was fucking good.
Do you know if it's a remake or a?
I don't know. I think it's a sequel.
Man, I kind of wish it was a remake because, like, to be more similar to the original manga, the original needs to be gay as fuck.
I hope the sequel is gay as fuck.
Yeah, I hope it's really, really gay.
It has high ratings. I'm looking forward to it. We're also gonna take a look at Citrus, which is the one we were really hype about.
Yes, it's the incest manga with angst and lesbians. Lesbian angst.
It's not even real incest, though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't think that's gonna hold up in court, but.
It looks like a good Yuri show, so.
I stopped reading the manga for that because
my favorite Yuri show is Yuri on Ice.
Shut the fuck up, Jake.
Jake, go back to the
basement, Jake.
That you're already on.
And then there's Dagashikashi, which apparently isn't great, but it's
an anime that exists.
It says it's a slice of life comedy, so it doesn't look bad. So it's probably gonna be disappointing after the first two, but I still want to watch it.
Okay, and I think that's it for today.
That's it for today. I'm Ezzy, your resident rowdy boy. This is Sparg, and this is the troll we keep in the basement.
Hi. Please don't put me back.
We're getting back right now.
Bye, everyone. Bye, everyone.
Yeah. But before, did you stop recording?
No, not yet. Why are we so bad at this?
I'm going to the bathroom.
I'm going to the bathroom too. I'm gonna cut this out of here in editing. Bye.